Hey there, and welcome to another installment of the Team Ascending Success weekly coach training / team meeting.
Yay!
And so, yep, it's
Yay!
abbreviation break, so this one's staying up a little later. And hubby's on business travel, so mommy is single parent for a few days. So we're having some fun.
Without Daddy.
So
I miss him so much.
I do too. So real world, see, coaches and kids.
I'm a kid.
You are. So today I wanted to just go over real quick one of the four vital behaviors. It's so weird calling it four. We've been saying three vital behaviors for so long.
But it's
So,
four.
Yep, so going over real quickly. So the four vital behaviors are invite, invite, invite. So constantly inviting friends, family, new people to your challenges, to just wanting to be healthy, to coaching opportunity, all that good stuff. And then the second one is be a product of the product. Because if you're not drinking your Shakeology and doing the workouts, how do you expect others to do the same?
Healthy?
Right, and you gotta get healthy.
That's
And then, of
good,
course, the
carrot.
third one is personal development. And then the fourth one is recognize, recognize, recognize. Recognizing your team members, fellow coaches, challengers, all that good stuff. So the one we're going to focus on is number 3, personal development. And so a lot of people wonder, like, why on earth do I need personal development? I'm fine. I have no issues. I'm good. And the reality is none of us are perfect. We all got some sort of baggage when we show up, whether you realize it or not. And so personal development isn't just working with this and this. It's also business development. So there's a lot of really good business development books. There's business development books, personal development, as in, working with you, helping you. Working with yourself and learning more about yourself and how you can be a better person, better coach, all that good stuff. There are also books that combine both the personal, working on yourself while working on your business. There are some books like that. And so I was trying to quickly grab some titles. The ones that everyone, do I have them here? Oh yeah, here they are. Sorry about that. So I grabbed a bunch of my books so you could see the book titles. So, of course, the ones that you always hear about. Hold on one sec. You may show them as I, yeah, okay. Good idea. So, my lovely assistant, Anna, will share the book titles. So, the ones that I forgot to grab, but I do have them, are Go Pro, which is by Eric Worre. And then the other one is Go for No. And I always forget the author of that one, but it's easy enough to Google search those titles or Amazon or whichever, and you will find those titles. So Go Pro is a really good, it's like literally this thick, you could read it in a day, about just really having that mindset about being a professional and running your own business and being the CEO of your own company, which we all are. We as Beachbody coaches are CEOs of our own company. And so that one's a really great one to help you with your mindset and really understanding that what it takes to be a pro. And then Go for No is really, really important because, what we do, we're sharing with people, and it's really hard to hear the word no, and we always want to try to go for the sure thing, but you have to go for those no's. You actually have to turn it into a game. And the more no's you hear, the more no's you go for, the likelihood of a yes coming is greater. And I know that it doesn't make sense at first, but when you read this book, then all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, yeah, that makes total sense. And it's still to this day, it's definitely easier to hear no's, but then there's some days where it's like, oh, I don't really want to hear that. But just always remember that no does not mean no permanently unless you do something and you really irritate them. But no, it really, for the most part, means not right now. Hold on a second. What would you like to say?
Maybe is a yes or a no.
Right. Those work with maybes too.
That's true.
So,
I got the first book.
Hold on. Here, I'm going to show it because you want to do this in order. And I forgot to grab the other one. So
don't show this one.
Another good book is The Slight Edge, which you'll hear about a lot, which is a really good one. But I would actually recommend. Well, here, you show this one first. Show this one first. This one's called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And if you haven't heard of this book, you will, because every single coach you bump into will have read it. Hold on one sec. So compound effect is really about all those little steps that you do when you first start your business. The more you do them, they're going to build up and stack up and all of a sudden build up into this huge thing. And that's how your business is going to do well.
Can I read the title this time in your video?
So let me see. So
This book is called
The Miracle Morning for
Morning.
Network Marketers.
Yeah.
This one's a great one as far as trying to figure out how to make the best use of your time, especially the morning. Learning to get up a little earlier and making the best use of that time when you do get up earlier and you can be your most effective. And it's a really great way to start your day. And I need to reread some of these parts because I've gotten into a good habit of my Miracle Morning, and then the last few weeks I've kind of slipped a little, so getting back into it, it's definitely a process. It really is, not gonna lie. But the more consistent you are at it, the better it does get. And what's great, well, hold on. Well, right. So the really great thing about Miracle Morning for Network Marketers is it comes from the original book, the original Miracle Morning, but because this is for network marketers, it gets into things like following up and inviting and sharing and prospecting and all that. It's really, really helpful. It's a great resource. Hold on one moment. I'll let you know. I know you're so excited to help. And what's really great too, I'm showing you all these book titles, but I've actually been getting the audiobooks also. Now, you don't have to do both. You can do one or the other, whichever you prefer.
If you want to.
But I find I get a lot out of listening, but I like having the books as a reference. So I don't have to scroll through Audible or whichever you want to use for, audiobooks. So this way I've got at least a reference. And you can even read along if you want to read along, and you can kind of highlight some parts that you really liked that were important to you, things like that. And so talking about working on yourself. So those are more business related. Yep. Hold on one second. We need 2 more. We need to do 2 more business related. Just 2 more. Nope, that's not business. So this one is fairly new. It's been out for about maybe a year or 2. Here, you want to read this one? You want to see what this one is? This is, if you can see it, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. Yep. It's really good, especially if you're new to being an entrepreneur. People don't realize that what it really involves to be an entrepreneur. And he does a really great job of sharing his story about it and sharing his experiences with it and what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And if you're willing, oh, thank you. Basically, you've got to be willing to go through those ups and downs. It is a roller coaster. It's not a straight shot to the top. There's always going to be those peaks and valleys as you go up. Valleys! And then it all goes back to the compound effect, the slight edge, the being consistent. And it's just, I highly recommend it. And I think I may actually get the audiobook version of that. I don't have that yet. Oh, we're getting tired. But I really do want to get the audiobook version of that one. So, last business related one. So this one I'm in the middle of reading right now. I've kind of been reading other books. This one's called Jab, Right Hook. And if you don't know this already, Gary Vaynerchuk is going to be the guest speaker at Summit.
Yeah.
And I've read Crush It. I think I need to read it again because I read it a long time ago and I wasn't entirely impressed then. So I definitely need to read it again. But this one is helpful for using social media. And so again, I've only just started reading this, but a lot of the top coaches really rave about this book and swear by it. So I'm willing to go through and read this. Not swear like that. They're saying it's a really good book and everyone should. Okay, so that's those are more the business related books. So now we're going to get into personal development of yourself.
Okay, this book is called Change Your Thinking.
Hold it up.
Change Your Life.
Yep.
By Brian Tracy.
Yep. And again, this is another good one. I'm still, as you can see, I'm still reading, but I've also this is the one I was listening to the audiobook for as well.
To read it.
Yeah, you can read it, but it's really good as far as it's all these little, they're not really stories or anecdotes, but it goes in chunks, and it's really helpful in getting you to change the way you think about everything. Having a more positive, putting a more positive spin on things, not necessarily being a Pollyanna, you know, we're all realistic, but he really does a great job in, he makes you think and realize that you don't have to be a certain way that you feel you have been for a while. And so this is really, really helpful. Okay, and so this one, of course, this one's awesome. It's called, I know, sorry, sweetie. You Are BS. Bad A.
Yeah.
By Jen Sincero. And
I wanted to say that.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay. So I read the book probably about almost like a year and a half ago. And then I decided to download the audiobook version. A couple months back. And she reads the book. So she's the narrator. And honestly, I swear I had more aha moments listening to her read the book than when I read it. It's just, I highly recommend that one. That's another one as far as getting your mindset and realizing when you're older, because there's some grown-up words in it. So yeah, it's definitely not,
for kids.
She does not mince words. So if you're going to get the audiobook, I highly recommend headphones if you're around, because she just lays it all out. Basically, it's like sitting with her at a bar having a beer, and she's just telling you the whole thing.
Or orange juice.
Or orange juice.
Orange
or
juice.
Tea. Or coffee.
Yes. Coffee.
Or a beverage.
I love coffee.
You don't. You like coffee. Yeah.
I like.
And cafe latte. Cafe latte Shakeology. Yeah. Almost tracks. Yep. So those are just a few books, and then there's this one. Oops. Again, sorry.
Girl Code.
This one I just started reading,
It's
and
called Girl Code.
I need to get the audiobook version too. So this is a great one.
I could read
It's by Cara Alwaleba. I think I said it right. And so she gets more. This is one of those that it's both business related and personal related. So it's that combination of how to work on you while working on your business. And it's for the most part, yeah, I think so. I haven't
because it's about girls.
It is girl power, and so this is a really, really great empowering book. Oops. And so I know I'm throwing a boatload of titles at you guys. So kind of pick and choose. What I would say is choose one business related and one personal related, and make those your books. Because with our business, you got to treat it like you're going back to school. You're constantly learning. Never stop reading. Never stop learning, listening, or even watching YouTube videos. I got into reading The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod because I came across his YouTube videos, which he kind of, listening to him from his perspective, talking about the points that he makes in his books. Really, really, really good stuff. So just constantly improving ourselves, and when you improve yourself, you start to find that your business is going to improve as well, because you realize that you're more confident about how you approach your potentials. People, you're just speaking to people about the business, and people will sense that. They will see the confidence that you have, and they will be drawn to that confidence, and then you'll just start getting more people on board. either joining a challenge or joining your team or both. And that's pretty much it. Any questions, or do you have any book recommendations, Heather?
I have a book.
I think you said pretty much all of them that I have and that I've thought about getting. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, what's that 10x rule or something like that?
Oh yeah, that one I have the audiobook one. I'm just finishing up listening to that one. It is, let me see if I can see it on my phone without bringing it up, like making it play. It's the author is Grant Cardone. So I don't know. Oh yeah, you can't see that, but it is called
Grant something.
10X Rule by Grant Cardone with an E at the end.
We all know.
And so the author himself reads it.
Yeah.
And so that kind of puts me off a little.
Oh. Okay.
Just the way he says certain words, and I'm like, at first I didn't understand what he was saying because of his accent.
Okay.
But you can tell he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And he even admits he himself is a work in progress, which is kind of refreshing. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, because all these other books, when you hear like the Darren Hardys and the Gary Vaynerchuks, they talk like they're already there, and they are now imbuing all their knowledge onto the rest of us. Whereas Grant Cardone, even though he's very, very successful, he's still like, I'm still in the trenches with you guys. I'm still figuring this out. Honey, can you put that back, please? It's very pretty. I know, but we're recording.
I know.
Okay, thank you. So, almost done.
Is that something you
Say that again?
That was pretty, whatever you were just showing.
Was pretty. She liked it. So thank you.
Yeah, was that what you did, Anna?
Let me see. There's going back to the library. There's another audiobook I just downloaded. It's called, here's a good one. The Introvert Entrepreneur. I haven't started listening to it yet, but that's another book I heard about. The Introvert Entrepreneur by Beth L. Buelow, Buelow, and she narrates it herself. And I believe that's an unabridged one. I always like listening to the unabridged over the abridged versions of books.
Yeah.
So that's a great one where I'm guessing that you're working on yourself while working on your business. A lot of us are introverts, or at least outgoing introverts. It's a thing.
Right.
Because I myself, I have no problem speaking here, speaking in front of a camera, being up on stage singing, no problem. But get me face-to-face, one-on-one, and I'm kind of holding my drink, and I'm kind of like, hi. I'm at a loss for words sometimes.
Yeah.
Or I need, like, another person to chat and, like, be my wingman and start talking with me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, that's, I'm looking at the time, so that's pretty much it for personal development. And if you're trying to figure out when to fit that in, that's where the Miracle Morning comes in and helps you out with trying to schedule like your morning, and that could be a part of what you schedule into your morning. So you can do 10 minutes a day. Stay here. You want to say bye-bye? Okay, we're almost done. Well, I'm wrapping up right now, so let me do the wrap up. Okay. So make sure you're reading at least 10 minutes a day, or 10 pages, whichever works better for you. I find, of course, listening to the audiobooks when I'm, unpacking the groceries or trying to make breakfast or taking a shower or whichever. I find that helps. If you're someone who likes to take notes, that might be a little different. But there are definitely ways to fit it in. And of course, I have no shame in saying this, bathroom books. Seriously, yeah.
That's disgusting.
But it's true. I have yet to be in a bathroom that doesn't have bathroom books. Come on.
You have bathroom books in the bathroom?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, make good use of the time.
Hey,
Books.
got it.
Red books.
So what I propose is after you've watched this video of the books that I've talked about, that I've shared here in this video, post in the comments which 2 books you are going to start reading or listening to, or both. And post that in the comments. And if there's a book you have come across that you absolutely love, that you think everybody else should read this too, by all means, share it in the comments. And let's get this thing going. Yes.
I wanna be.
Which one do you want to read?
Leah Clark.
Leah Clark.
I wanna read Meat Kit.
Okay. Well, we can do that. You want to say the notes now?
I'm gonna do.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, that's really cool. If you have any questions about what to read, what to listen to, what to watch, or anything like that, you need some other recommendations, let me know. Otherwise, I think you know what you gotta do
Yeah.
every day.
All right.
So have a great night, and thanks, Heather, for being on this.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye, Anna.
See you later.
Yeah. Have a good vacation.
Thanks. Have a good week. We'll see you.
Bye.